We continue our parish reading of Prayer, the Breath of New Life by Pope Francis. A transforming encounter, Wellspring of Mercy, Part 1. The Gospel parable contains an important teaching. Luke chapter 18 from verse 1 to 8. We ought always to pray and not lose heart. We ought always to pray and not lose heart. This means then, pray constantly, not just when I feel like it. No, Jesus says that we ought always to pray and not lose heart, and he offers the example of the widow on the judge. The judge is a powerful person, called to issue judgment on the basis of the law of Moses. That is why the biblical tradition recommended the judges be people who fear God, who are worthy of faith, impartial and incorruptible. However, this judge neither feared God nor regarded man. As a judge, he was unfair, unscrupulous, who did not take the law into account, but did whatever he wanted, according to his own interests. It was to him that a widow turned for justice. Widows, along with orphans and foreigners, were the most vulnerable groups of society. The rights afforded them by the law could be easily disregarded because, being isolated and defenseless, they could hardly be assertive. A poor widow alone, with no one to defend her, might be ignored, might even be denied justice, just as the orphan, just as the foreigner, the migrant. In that time, this was a very serious problem. Faced with the judge's indifference, the widow has recourse to her only weapon to bother him incessantly with her request for justice. And because of her insistence, he achieves her end. At a certain point, the judge grants her request, not because he is moved by mercy or because his conscience has been working on him. He simply admits, because this widow bothers me, I will indicate her, or she will wear me out by her continual coming. From this parable, Jesus draws two conclusions. If the widow could manage to bend the dishonest judge with her incessant requests, how much more will God, who is the good and just Father, vindicate his elect, who cry to him day and night, moreover, will not delay long over them, but will act speedily. Here ends